So, if you haven't seen my previous video on Cavern Kings, the new patch is out, B26.0.6. I kind of wish they had like a little bit more of a linear, a beta patch number system. Like, I really like oh shoot, what's it called? Force 2 and Vagante do patches, which is effectively just like Alpha 1, Alpha 2, Alpha 3, Alpha... because I have no idea where we stand in the process here. It's just a number to me. Anyway, so they've added some new things, some really good things too. So let's get into this. So Jack now starts with $1,000. Rex's life drain has been rebalanced. So it's like 10% of inflicted damage multiplied by the inverse of the victim's current health percentage. So if they have like 1% health left, you get like... I think. Okay, so if they only have like 1% of health left, the inverse of that would, I guess, be like 99%, so you'd probably get close to 10%. Whereas if they're not hurt at all, you barely heal at all. I think that's how it works, but it could be wrong. Either way, power-ups optimize the flashes created by the Activision Siren's Harp. That wasn't really that big of a deal, but it's nice anyway. Weapons. This is where the important stuff comes. Actually, there's a lot of important stuff in this patch. They had a new weapon, the Kickbeam cannon, and if you didn't notice, I picked that one out, so we're going to be messing around with that one. Let's see, they increased weapon projectile spawn distance from 4 to 24. Okay, so what does this mean? This actually means that, I think this is true for all guns. Shooting in melee does not work nearly as well as it used to, because they effectively made it so you can't shoot close range anymore, so enemies that are directly inside of your character, you're going to get smacked around by, which is kind of rough, but, I mean, that's what the melee weapon's for anyway, and that's why I picked the shovel. And they fixed nail impact effects not matching the scale of the nails they created him, so, to match the clump of iron. Anyways, monsters. They added a bat monster. They updated the appearance of enemy projectiles for improved readability. I've seen it. Trust me, it helps. Raised elite base health modifier. Golem and cube golem base damage is now at a fixed rate. Squid schools have been reduced and spawn less frequently, I think. No. More... less frequently with less squids, which is actually really good and is very manageable. Bloodworms now have a cycle-exclusive behavior. Haven't seen that yet, I think. I could be wrong on that one. Eyesaw's not being removed to the X of the room. Eyesaw's no longer cause intentional freezing. Shadow balls no longer cause intentional freeze frames. Raised boss death freeze frame duration from 0.4 to 1 second. So when you kill the boss, the game freezes for a little bit longer, which is actually really cool. Kind of brings in the effect of like, hey, you just actually killed, you know, something tough as opposed to anything else. Anyway, fixed observer projectiles not displaying impact sprites. Weird behavior of nail impacts after an artifact engine during its death sequence. That's the weird square boss if you don't know artifact engine. And fixed artifact engine participating in collisions during his death sequence. So I assume you couldn't like walk into it or something like that. Anyway, except for the kind of adjusted damage, the bat monster, which hopefully we'll get to see. In fact, I can guarantee we're going to get to see. I got some complaints about that. And the squids, most of it's just kind of basic mechanic stuff. It's pretty nice, but I can guarantee most people probably aren't going to notice it. Okay, chests and shops. All chests and shops now have the same base starting price of $750. The difference is, and all of the more expensive chests have had their price reduced similarly. I want to say it's like a 20% reduction, but it depends. The most expensive chest, the $5,000 gold chest, that's been reduced by a lot, and everything else less so. And honestly, I think this is a really, really good plan considering the changes to the money system. They also have a 33% chance of giving you a copy of your most recently acquired power-up, which is kind of cool. I have yet to really see that in action, but then again, chests aren't that common in the game. Shops, so the prices have gone up. The main thing about shops now is every time you buy an item in a shop, all shop prices for the rest of the run go up by 2.5%. It's not much, but if you don't have a whole lot of gilded vials, this does actually become a bit of a problem. But I guess, I mean, that's luck of the draw for you. They added survival rooms, which lock for a specific duration, and have monster spawners, which are more powerful. This doesn't seem to work that well right now. I could be wrong about it. Either I've run into survival rooms and not noticed, or I think I have, but they unlock almost immediately. So I feel like that's going to need some heavy tweaking. So we're not really going to see that. And there's a bunch of arena changes that I guess I'll talk about, but anyway. Added a ceiling to the arena room. Enemy spawners in the arena room destroying the walls that prevented the player from leaving. Not entirely sure what that factors in. Let's see. Oh, I see. So you could leave out of the sides. You could just walk away through where the enemies spawn. Huh, I didn't actually know. That's fascinating and kind of terrifying. Anyway, converted some blocks in the arena room to vegetation. That is good. Hopefully that means, oh shoot, you know what? Maybe we'll have to pop up through the arena. I might have to do that on the next episode, as just kind of an aside, because I'd love to do the arena again, especially because they've switched some things around, and the new weapon is amazing for it. Arena chest rate spawn has been lowered from 20 to 30 seconds to 10 to 15 seconds, which means more stuff, which is good. Arena is hard. Fixed a bug preventing arena mode from spawning explosives more than once in a run. Meh. I actually like explosives in arena mode. It's adventure mode that's hard. And lowered the bonus chance of elite monsters dropping power-ups from 5% to 1% in arena mode. You'd think this is bad, but I mean, this is just to counterbalance the crate chest spawning. Miscellaneous, they added a prototype of hidden cave personalities, which influence procedural generation and other various gameplay values. So that's pretty much like item pools and monsters and stuff like that. And the most important change of all, as far as I'm concerned, is block-based health scale has been lowered from 1.75 to 1.25. What does this mean? It means you can dig so much more easily than really, like, every run prior. It actually is... It just makes things feel so much nicer now. Though you do have the possibility of accidentally just cutting straight through the floor and falling down, which does suck, but I mean, that's just a matter of habit. Okay. They also added a screen which displays newly unlocked items upon returning to the main menu, so if you unlock a new item during a run, you can go back to the main menu and it'll tell you what you just got. Fixed the cycle screen displaying the cycles one number too low, seen that before. Added a trail to the health bar for better damage readability. I saw this and kind of like laughed, and it's like, it's not that big of a deal. It is so nice. Like, you can actually see how much damage you take out of the corner of your eye, and you don't have to look down and be like, shit, I'm almost dead. And fixed input stuff. Displaying the wrong keyboard key for the back input. So overall, massive amounts of changes, and this is one of the most important things as far as I'm concerned. This is actually, I think, within the last month of the last patch, which is absurd, because this game went, what, like 4 months, 5 months without a single patch? I was actually really afraid that this game had gone, you know, the way of so many other early access games, and, you know, was not being updated. Anyway, so before I, you know, get into semi-rambly topics, we're seeing a lot of interesting things. So if you notice, Rex is not healing at all. I don't know if that's a factor of, like, him not having a whole lot of health, or what, but, he's healing... Okay, now he's healing ones and stuff, which is important. But the most obvious thing, even if it might be kind of hard to see, I guess it's the gun, but also the bat swarm, and also the enemy projectiles. Like, we're seeing half of the main important things all at once, which is great. Unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot of health here, and I'm getting kind of hammered by this eyeball up here, much less everything else. There was a big box. I'm not getting the money for it. It is gone. Oh well, I'll deal. I've got a couple thousand anyway. Or just 1,000. Okay, so bat swarms kind of taken over as the new version of the squids. I don't like them that much. I feel like there's just a little bit too many. Too many bats that make it really hard to traverse the level. And if you're trying to get up, they block you even more so than the squids. Because with squids you had unlimited jumps. These bats, not so much though. Like, well, not these bats, but like just basic, you know, open air. So right now I was just trying to get over to the health pack, and just the singular bat made it really hard. Like, I see that health pack over there. Pfft, good luck me getting to that, because I mean the kickback, the bat kickback. Like, if bats could actually be pushed around without any effort, I think it would be okay. But as in their current incarnation, they are a massive impediment up until your character is like vastly overpowered enough that you can just cut through them like cheese or butter or cheese butter. I don't know. I'm also about to die, which is not encouraging. Now, I'm noticing Rex is actually healing a hell of a lot better than he used to be, which is really nice. I don't like the fact that bats can fly through the terrain, too. That felt kind of dumb there. Hey, this is going to help. It can help a lot. Okay, so if you notice, I bought it for $750 and the price went up to $768. It's not bad, but like I said, if you don't have the appropriate number of like gilded vials, or resplendent vials, my bad. I just think gilded because gold. If you don't have the necessary amount, you're pretty much in trouble money-wise. Which is not exactly the greatest of things. Oh, we're going to have a bit of a bad day, and I still don't have enough money for this. This is comically bad. We'll deal. Okay. But the other thing that I was going to mention, and I kind of did, is enemy projectiles look so much nicer in the current incarnation. I'm trying to go places, and there's bats, there's projectiles. This is a madhouse, and we left. Damn, I wanted to buy that. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I'm effectively just trying to show off everything in the patch, and if this video ends up being short, as opposed to like a 3-4 part episode, that's probably for the best, which is part of the reason why I'm playing Rex. Because I really don't wanna have a patch notes video that is a multi-parter. I do that in Vagante, but you know what, people are used to that. This game, not so much so. I didn't even realize that I was like actually highly ranked in this, and then got a tweet from the developer being like, oh yeah, so congrats on this, and I looked, and apparently like I'm high up in the search ratings. It's like, oh, apparently I'm the resource on Cavern Kings, Catacomb Kids, and Vagante now. Cool. I like that. I honestly, seriously enjoy this game, especially with the new patch. Like, the old stuff felt kind of stale after a certain point. This, they've made just so many nice adjustments to the game. Okay. But so the enemy projectiles are new, and they look really nice, and I like them a lot. The only problem with them is, well, I'm dying. Which is, you know, no problem at all. I do miss, to a small degree, the old ones, just because I felt like the old ones felt like the hitbox was very clear, whereas these I feel a little bit less certain about. And maybe it's also the fact that they have like a directional tail makes it feel like they're faster, which actually is completely true. Like, the optical illusion of having something with any kind of like visual motion, even if it's just like swoosh lines on a comic, like, there's no motion, but it feels like it. Same thing with the tails on the tails on the enemy projectiles. Okay, now, I was going to talk about this before I got distracted. Yada yada yada. Seems about normal for me. The new weapon. How's the new weapon? I think it's glorious. In fact, it's probably going to remain my favorite weapon up until they nerf it. Like, it is actually a little bit overpowered. It weirdly can like break through boxes from like long ways away. I'm not entirely sure how it does that, but it does do it. And also it has more damage than most. Like, it feels like a really advanced version of the drill cannon. It doesn't do the tick damage that it does, but it also has pure strike through. Like, pure strike through is absurd. It doesn't shoot through all surfaces, but it shoots through all enemies. So it's kind of like if you took all of the bad parts of the rebar cannon and well, added got rid of them, and then gave it a, like, bouncy effect. Now, the one point I do have to make about the gun, its accuracy is pretty garbage. It's kind of hard to show off, considering I'm constantly being shot at. And if we manage to fight and win against a boss, then I can probably show it off. This is annoying. I really wish the squids had to go around surfaces or something. Yeah, last time I used this gun, I was playing as Yoji. This is a very good gun for Yoji. Because it can deal with a damage hit. Oh shit, there's a dude there. But the sword is just invaluable to make up for the slight... crap. That's a lot of money I don't think I'm going to be getting here. And would love to get. Let's see if I can... Come on. Nope, it's already gone. Poop. But yeah, if you notice, it only took a couple of hits for me to get through the... To get through the ground there, which is glorious. And yeah, damage-wise. But main reason why I like this gun so much, just ricochets. They're so cool. Like, dude... I don't even know where that shot came from. As far as I can tell, that was like from a while ago or something. I really do not know. But it is so much fun to use. It's so fun to see, you know, my shots just ricochet all over the place. And it is my extreme disappointment that I have yet to see this gun with spread shot or burst fire. I have not gotten either of those on a run. And I'm very disappointed about this fact because I would love to be like firing off 5 of these at once. Because, I don't know, it'd just be fun. Now, other thing that they didn't mention that they did add, and I don't know if it's going to be super obvious just because of how loud the music is in this game, but there's actually a couple of new sound effects for the game as well, specifically when the rocket fires off. And I don't know if this was like the last patch or this patch, but when you fire off a rocket, it makes a pichu noise, which makes me really happy. Ooh, hello. Well, this is encouraging. Especially with this character, because we need it. Assuming we can get to it. Thank you. Nope, never mind. Part of the problem is we're in an ice level. Oh, fuck. I'm going to get killed trying to get my swords. I got 2 of them, right? Yes. Unfortunately, no such luck for me for using it, but still. We'll have it enough. Oh, we have Heart of Belial, too. I actually cannot discount that. We might actually have... Jesus Christ. We might actually have a fair shot at winning this one, assuming we don't get totally murdered. If I could get some kind of healing... or not healing, substantive health boost. That'd be great. Actually, come to think of it, that is one thing that I think this game would benefit greatly from. Effectively, well, I mean, it already has the infusion from, Risk of Rain. It doesn't have anything like the bitter root, and I think that would be a really good thing. You know, effectively just plus 20% HP. Flat. Or not 20%, 8%? 8% I think would be fine, especially because, like, my HP right now is 62. I'd get 6 HP, give or take. That would not break anything. Okay, but now we got sword shot to go along with our bouncy stuff. So now we've got a very accurate shot that actually shoots through surfaces, which is perfect until we take damage, at which point all bets are off. But you know what? This gun is more than good enough. So I seriously enjoy using it. I think people are going to be a little bit cranky at me for using it too much. That said, I can only apologize mildly for my lack of creativity when picking guns. I picked the fun ones, damn it. Alright, okay. I'm just repeatedly going inside this worm here. No, one thing I did mention in the one thing I did mention in the patch notes with the shop, I'm just gonna assume he is not killable. Oh fuck. I am killable. Wow. I do think Rex needs a little bit more HP. Okay, fine. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, chests do not increase in price ever. So if you're worried about the whole shop's increasing price thing, that doesn't exist. Now the one complaint I have, and you could see this in episode 74, 1 or 2, if you go over to that on my channel, that when you hit cycle, you know, the second cycle, the chests go up in price as well, and that actually becomes a little bit unsustainably expensive. I had a bunch of resplendent vials for that one, so it wasn't so bad. But if you're doing a run and you don't have any of those, and they're just not in the item pool, you're going to run into some serious item issues, and therefore you're going to run into some serious power issues. So I like the fact that buying from shops increases the prices, but I think that should actually get rid of the whole, you know, just going to the next cycle increases the price. But you know what? Cycles are supposed to be harder, so what can I say? I guess it's just your HP total does not rise that much, and I think that's the biggest difficulty in this game. Just not having enough. Okay, seeing as we've got a little bit more time, let's load up the arena, and let's not be Rex. Let's be Yoji. I was talking about him anyway. There we go. Oh, nope. Holy crap, that looks perfect. Yes, I killed myself on purpose. Takes a long time to fade out there. Alright, why did I kill myself? Because we weren't using the katana. Okay, so, I'm glad I took a look at this, because this is all of the things that I could have asked for from arena mode and more. Effectively, you have plants. So say I'm getting, like, completely bombarded around here. Boop! Safety. I can also drop boxes from above, so if I can't, you know, if I personally can't make the jump, it's actually going to be very easy for me to get, you know, back up there. And vice versa. It's wildly increased my mobility to the point where, like, I'm really happy about this. I do wish that, I actually really wish this game had, platforms that you could jump through, kind of like Terraria style, kind of like actually exactly Terraria style, but you know, you can jump through them, because I think that would also help. I guess Smash Brothers does it more. Hey, resplendent vials, those are actually really useful. I think I vaguely remember money being a slight issue in this game. In arena mode, is it obvious that I don't do a whole lot of arena mode? Because it should be. I really don't, and I probably should. I'm also getting smacked around a little bit more than I want to. Let's get some health up in here. This is why I wait on boxes, and holy crap, are we swimming in boxes? Them having the spawn rate on boxes, or not having, but you know, the spawn tick interval actually made quite a difference. I still don't have the money for that. Let's go blow up some boxes. Let's go blow up some boxes and just absorb cash. We're getting a lot of chests, actually. We might not be able to pay for all of these chests. The spawn rate might be too fast. I actually kind of wish there was a... Oh, you know what? That would be cool if it was Tetris style with a ticker. I would really appreciate that, actually, as just kind of like a random thing. Alright, let's buy this one. Oh, well, we're over here. More Resplendent Vials. Doesn't really help us on the we're going to die slowly front, but at the same time, whatever. But yeah, no, I think like a ticker... Not a ticker crate, but like you can see like a little icon being like, hey, you're going to be getting a crate up here shortly. I do feel like it's maybe a little bit too explosive happy, but maybe that's just me being disturbed by the sheer amount of explosions at all times. But I don't know, so far so good. I'm enjoying Arena, and I feel like Arena is going to be a hell of a lot more beginner-friendly than it was pre this patch. Oh god, the first time I did Arena was a nightmare. This is a cakewalk comparatively. And since there are no shops, you don't have to worry about the increasing prices of anything. I do feel like the spawn rate of Resplendent Vials might or might not be wildly inflated for no good reason. Which, you know, requires maybe some amount of investigation. So I'll probably do Arena mode again. Watch me only get Resplendent Vials here. That would be comical. And I'm not sure exactly what I do about that, apart from laugh. Probably just laugh. It does look like the arena does just drop bombs on you now, though. Which, I don't know if that's like a regular spawn or something. But it's kind of neat. Oh, you know what? It's probably them falling down and getting triggered from my ricochet shots. Nope, never mind. That's just dropping bombs. I was not even shooting there. I was just kind of watching. Alright, well, whatever. I'm only going to complain mildly, because it did take out one of the big black stone guys. And they hurt. I also like the ability to, you know, drop the middle on things. Speaking of, kaboosh. Okay. And, I think I can safely say... Okay, this might actually be a bit of a problem. I can safely say the cannon I'm running around with, whose name I currently can't remember just because I haven't used it enough to memorize the name, fabulously powerful for the arena. I'm very, very happy to use it. I wanted that health. There we go. Like, the sheer strike through. Ow. The strikes through, I think, is the greatest part. Ah, fuck. That green stone dude is brutal. I was trying to kill him, it's just no siree, Bob. Ow. And he's still coming, by the way. I am still just laying shots into his face. Oh man, champion enemies are rough in this new patch. Okay, good. So it doesn't look like the item pool is completely absurd. However, I do think I'm going to die fairly soon. I'm working on it. I'm working very hard on this one, but as much as I appreciate getting a bunch of Resplendent Vials, I do appreciate living. Holy crap, I don't even know what that was. That was a lot of explosions. Things that I appreciate greatly, especially when I'm getting swamped with enemies. But still, I was not expecting that amount of destruction. But that's okay. I do wish arena mode was a little bit more like enemy drop rate heavy. Like, I actually would prefer there be less chests overall and just more more stuff dropping from enemies, because that's how it usually originally worked, and I thought that was actually a fine system. Okay. Oh, that would be useful if I could actually maintain a full health. That said, if I can actually get to the point where I have full health on a consistent basis, we have less to fear. Oh, this is all going to hurt really bad. Never mind. Okay, we're good. I'm still in kind of let's play mode here, but you know what? You guys are getting kind of the full experience. I'm glad I'm not playing as Rex. I probably would have died a long time ago. Either that or I'd be topped off and living the dream. Not 100% certain. There we go. Well, I lived the dream for 5 minutes. I lived almost as long as in my arena run as I did in my adventure run. That said, looking at the power-ups, that was pretty much all skill and not a whole lot of anything, because those 4 Resplendent Vials just kept paying for themselves. And, I mean, the virus is kind of okay. Actually, it's really good for slowing enemies down and doing... I think it does tick damage? I could be wrong. Hero Sword was kind of at a very bad time. That is a very good mid to end game weapon, and or power-up. But, like, early game, it's worthless. Unless you have, like, really good healing right off the bat, which is very rare. Either way, though, overall, as far as like patch notes and stuff like that goes, I am absolutely happy with it. It is they've done some really nice things with this patch. A lot of it feels like background stuff, but the fact that they've added another gun to this game is all that I wanted and more, and then everything else is just icing on the cake. And well, it's cream cheese icing, frosting, I guess. You know, the kind that you can eat and eat and eat and not have to worry about your teeth falling off. Even, or at least, it's really just the kind of frosting you don't get sick of. Or at least I don't get sick of. I can't speak for you guys. Either way, happy with this patch. And I'm looking forward to what they do next. So I will see you guys on the next episode and or patch notes of Catacomb Kids. Damn it. Almost made it without making a flub. Next episode and or patch notes of Cavern Kings. And as always, thanks for watching. Unless you guys are going to go over to Catacomb Kids. And then, I mean, fine. I'm not going to stop you. It's cool.